What's up everyone, it's Natalie here and today I am filming a Q&A for you guys. I haven't filmed one of these Q&As in a very long time and I just feel like I wanted to open up with you guys, and I feel like we haven't been like as connected lately, and I know that sounds weird, but I think it's just because I've been working and I've been trying to kind of figure out a balance in all of this. So I thank you guys so much for being so understanding, and I'm still posting a lot on my main channel, but my vlog channel has suffered a little bit, but I really want to kind of find a way to get back into that, like not daily maybe, but like every other day or something like that, maybe like daily vlogging, but like posting twice a week on that channel. I don't know, let me know any suggestions that you guys have or any videos that you guys want me to film before I get started in this one. Like I really want to know that. I asked you guys on Instagram a few days ago to ask me very personal questions, and not necessarily about me, but like advice questions that you guys want me to answer or that just like you guys want my opinion on. I got so many questions and I'm not going to answer that many of them because some of them were a little bit repetitive. Like a lot of them were on like confidence and then like ex-boyfriends and getting over exes and stuff like that. So I'm going to answer a few and hopefully you guys like it. And also I want to dive more deep into each question, so I don't want this video to be like 30 minutes long, but watch it probably still will be. Also, if you guys are new to my channel, please be sure to subscribe. If you guys end up liking this video, that would be awesome, and also give this video a thumbs up if you like it because that helps my channel out. But before I like ramble on that, I'm just gonna like open up the questions, and if you guys want to participate in the next Q&A, then follow me on Instagram because that's like where I do all of my Q&As, and sometimes I'll do Q&As. Like the other day I just did a Q&A on my Instagram story. So yeah, if you guys like are curious about that, then be sure to follow me. These are gonna be kept anonymous, but this first one is, I recently broke up with my boyfriend and he's over me now, but I'm still not over him. The more I try to think about him and focus on something else, the stronger my feelings are. What advice would you give someone who's going through heartbreak? Okay, so this question was asked a lot, just like how to get over an ex basically, or like I just broke up with my boyfriend, like how can I cope with it, whatever. How do I get started? Okay, breakups suck. They are literally the worst things ever. I hope to never go through another breakup again. Like they're just so hard, and they just take such like an emotional toll on you. You feel like so like a piece of you is missing, and honestly it kind of is, like a piece of your heart is missing. Like someone that you gave something to is no longer there in your life, and that is very hard to cope with. My best advice on how to get over an ex is to get distracted, think about other things, live your life. Like don't like sit in bed all day and mope and cry about it. Like go out, do fun things, focus on yourself, focus on your goals, write down your goals like individually, because I feel like when you're in a relationship they kind of get twisted, like it's kind of combined, like oh well like he wants to move there, so like my goal is going to be to move there. But like you should now have individual goals. I think that you should have individual goals when you're in a relationship too, but I know that that doesn't happen all the time. So just really focus on yourself and get distracted. And I'm not saying go out in the sense of like go out every night. Don't be in your room all the time. Like even if you're like doing work, like do it at a coffee shop or at a library, somewhere where you're not kind of like trapped in your feelings, like thinking about it, because that's how I get. Like if I'm at home, I will constantly be thinking about that. I'll be creeping on them on social media. I'll be doing all this stuff that's just like so unhealthy. So you need to like remove yourself and like focus, have your mind be on other things, because at least like if you're out, like there's people to distract you. You realize that you can't like sit down, think about this and break down and cry because there's other people around. So this is like a temporary fix in the sense of like, oh, I still miss him and stuff, but time really heals all. So like you're gonna be so surprised when you look back one day and you realize that you don't really miss the person as much. Like you might still care about them and whatever, but like you're not like sad anymore. It's kind of like a distant memory, and that I think is because of time. Like I don't think that there's any like get over breakup quick like secret out there. I'm not gonna be like, oh, if you do this you'll be over him by tomorrow, you know. So it really is time, and the way to get past the time is to get distracted and to just focus on literally anything else. Call your friends, hang out with your friends, and it's really hard when you see them that they're over you, and like sometimes it looks like they're over you because of what they're posting on social media, but you really don't know what they're going through. So they might not be over you completely, and even if they are, stop creeping on them on social media, unfollow them, even block them if it's for your own good. I don't think blocking or like unfollowing is petty by any means if it's like going to help your sanity really. Like if you're constantly going to be on Instagram like checking, like constantly creeping on him. I know people who will like creep on like who they're following or like their most recent likes, or like they'll go through the page that shows what everyone's doing and they like creep on them like that. Like I've had so many friends do that, and they'll be like, oh well, he was online like two hours ago because he like liked this girl's picture. Like, oh, he just followed this one girl. Like, do you think they're together? Like that messes with your head so much, and you just need to not do that because it's so unhealthy. And like it's easy to kind of fall into that and to do it because you are sad and you are hurting and you're curious because like you don't know what they're doing anymore, and like you always were the person that knew what they were doing. But seriously, that in time will help you get over it. I hope that helped at all. If you guys want me to do like a whole extensive video on getting over a breakup, which I have done in the past, but if you guys want like a 2.0, let me know, because yeah, I kind of know a lot about that department, I guess. I don't know. The next question is, hi Natalie, I love all your videos. You're such an inspiration and motivated me in so many ways. I was wondering if you could give me some advice on how to move on / get over an ex. I recently graduated from college and I feel like I have so much free time now that I'm not in school, but I just feel stuck. It's been a little hard for me since all of my friends left and I just don't know what to do. I hope this isn't too personal. So again, that was another question that I was gonna tie in with the first one, but like this one's like all my friends left. So that's when I'm like, focus on yourself. Like you need to focus on yourself. You have to start making your own goals, making your own future plans. Like that's such a hard part about a breakup. It's like you had all these future plans and now they're kind of just gone. Like, so now it's like the time to focus on your own goals, focus on what you want to accomplish. It's gonna take time to feel normal again, but that will be the new normal and you're going to feel so much better in the end. And that is just like my biggest advice. Like when I broke up with my first boyfriend, I literally dove into YouTube head first, like so became like obsessed with YouTube, like filmed every single day because I was just like, I need to get my mind off of this, so I'm just going to like focus on YouTube, because when I'm filming and editing, I don't have time to think about what happened. So that just like literally helped so much, and like I'm so thankful. So I'm so thankful that I had that opportunity to like learn like that, and like also that like not like thanks for breaking up, but like yes, thank you for breaking up, because I don't think I would have been as like determined to focus on YouTube if I didn't. Since you are a YouTuber and focus a lot on beauty, do you feel the need or pressure to look perfect all the time to keep up your social media image? This question I really wanted to answer. I really like this question, and the reason why is because I have felt kind of like this in situations. So let me explain. When I was living in LA this summer, I lived there for like 2 months, and I moved there because of YouTube. I wanted to focus on YouTube my last summer. I wanted to meet people in YouTube. I wanted to just like experience a new city. So I lived there for 2 months and it was great. Like I really am so happy that I did it, and I'm so thankful for that experience. There were a lot of points in there, like in those 2 months, that I really wanted to go home. Like I like hated LA. I could not wait to leave. I wanted to just like not be there anymore, and I talked about it in vlogs before, and I've gotten a lot of like insights like that's not really how LA is, like listing the reasons why I didn't like it, but that's the way LA was for me because of social media. I moved there specifically for YouTube. Like I didn't have like a normal job there, like I wasn't going there like with a company, so I moved there for YouTube. I lived by myself, so it was kind of hard meeting people for the first month. And then I also felt like going to all of these events and going and always posting on Instagram and like meeting people that have like more followers than you, or meeting people that are like way more successful than you, and just like it took a toll on my like mental health. It definitely did, and not in a like extreme way, but I just was recognizing that when I living at home, I am much more of a confident person. I was very like I'm just like very secure in who I am. Like I wasn't like, I'm not comparing myself here in North Carolina. I'm not like, oh wow, I have only this many followers and she's this many followers, because like I'm not absorbed in the social media world here in North Carolina. All my friends here are very normal. Like we all have normal jobs and they're all from college, and they're not in social media at all, like literally not even remotely. So that's why like when I moved to LA, and the only people I hung out with were social media people. The only events I went to were with YouTubers or influencers. The only like just like interactions I had with humans literally was because of that. And so that's when I constantly started comparing myself, and I hated it. And it's not even like the people I met were rude necessarily, because like the friends I have there are amazing and I'm so thankful for them, and I like cannot wait to visit them. But just in general, like the atmosphere, you can tell when you go to those events, I felt like I was like people were like, oh, who is that? Like, let's see, like, let me see her numbers. And I've been in situations like where people are literally only talking about their engagement, the amount of likes that they got in how many seconds. Oh, or they'll look at someone else's social blade, which is crazy to me that people do this. They'll look at other people's social blades, which is like a website that shows you like how many followers you lost and how many, or you lost or you gained in a day, and it like has like all of this like data on it. And they would go on like random people's and be like, oh wow, did you see that? Like, she lost this many followers today, like yikes. Seeing that like made me feel insecure, because I was like, oh my gosh, they're probably doing that to me, and like I'm like a very small YouTuber in compared to some of these people. So that was just really, really hard for me, and I always felt like, okay, I have to like post a photo for Instagram, and I have to look cute, and I have to like, do people think I'm pretty? Do people think, oh, she might be prettier though? Because LA, I swear, is like all the beautiful people in one city. But like I just like got so much in my own head about that because I was so absorbed in it that I like really could not wait to go home. The second month was a lot better because I like made actual real friends, but like that first month was such a struggle for me, and I hated it because I'm not used to feeling insecure. And that's not saying that in like a cocky way. It's just like I feel confident in myself, and like there I wasn't. Like I was like, okay, should I try to be someone else? Like, should I try to be this person, because they seem to be getting luck with it. And I just hated the way I was thinking. And so I am very thankful to be moving back, or that I am moved back to North Carolina. I do want to move to New York. That's not a secret for anyone. That still holds a place in my heart, and I still love LA, and I would move there if I had other things going for me, not just YouTube, because I think it's an awesome city. But just because I went there specifically for social media, it was really, really hard on me. And like yeah, that's like, I don't know if I've ever talked about this in a vlog like in this much detail, but yeah, it definitely was just hard on me, took a toll on me. And I don't know, I'm glad to be back like doing like normal stuff too. Like, the next question is, how do you build up confidence to ask a guy out? I know people think boys should ask girls out, but I want to ask him out. Love you, by the way. First of all, awesome for you for being like, yeah, boys normally ask people out, but I want to ask a guy out. Like, that's awesome. I am so bad at that, you guys. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I am such like a shy person. If you meet me, I'm not forward. I'm not gonna like go up to people, like girls or guys. Like, I just like don't like going up to people and like starting a conversation. Like, I'd rather them approach me. So I don't know how to answer this, but from what I see from like my friends and stuff, honestly, like if they're giving you like clues that they're into you, then they're into you. So like go for it. So I would just say like text them to hang out, like ask, like go to lunch, like something a little more casual, see how they're like feeling you out, you know, like you can tell if a guy's into you or not. So just like, yeah, just start texting them, like text first. I'm definitely a person that I don't care if I text first, but like I'm not gonna like go up to a guy that I don't know in that way. So like, but yeah, if you know him already, like text him, ask him to hang out, go grab lunch. I feel like that's not that weird. Like if you're just like, hey, do you want to grab a bite to eat? Like whatever, you know, I'm free this time. And like chances are if he likes you, he's not gonna say no. So you really don't have anything to lose. He's not gonna be like, oh wow, I did like her, but now that she asked me out, not really. Like no guy is ever gonna do that. I've been dating my boyfriend since I started college. We met on Tinder in our hometowns, and I know you had a boyfriend throughout college as well. Could you give me some advice on how you work through tough times of your relationship? Any insight or tips on dating in a serious relationship? So for tough times in a relationship, it's hard because you do feel like you're like, that's like the one person that you're like the most comfortable with. It's one person that you love. So it's like whenever you're going through tough times, it's kind of like, okay, like you're the person I normally talk to when I go through tough times. Like what am I supposed to do now? Type of thing. At least that's how I felt. That's like the only thing I really can say about relationships is how important communication is. And not only that, but like you can communicate all you want, but if you guys are on two separate pages anytime that you guys communicate, you guys probably aren't compatible, just because you want someone with similar interests to you, and you don't have to be the same person, but you want someone that's like understands where you're coming from when you're communicating your feelings. You can't be like, hey, I felt really sad about when you did this, and then he's like, well, I don't know why you felt sad because I didn't do anything wrong. That's like, yes, you guys are communicating and that's amazing, but like you guys have to be on the same page too. So my number one thing if you are going through a tough time is just to sit down and talk about literally everything you're feeling. Like don't leave anything out. Talk about it, because if not, it's gonna eat you alive, and then you're gonna end up just like more mad at them in the future. They'll do like one little thing and then you're gonna like explode on them. So talk to them about everything. Like I'm the type of person who I don't like the silent treatment. I hate the silent treatment. I think it does good for no one. Like sure, maybe you have to take time to think, but don't be like, okay, well, you made me mad, so I'm gonna ignore you. That's so childish, I think. So just talk to them. I don't know, just like make sure that you guys are on the same page with things, communicate your feelings with them. Like that's, if you guys are dating also and you guys are in a serious relationship, that should be easy for you. And if you're not comfortable talking to your boyfriend about how you feel, then like that's another huge red flag, I think. I'm a senior in college this year and I'm wondering what's the hardest part of adjusting to life post-college. So if you guys don't know, I just graduated from NC State and I am now working a full-time job, which is so weird. I'm actually filming this before work, you guys. It's like 7 a.m. so the dedication is real right now. But the hardest part about post-college is, for me, honestly, I haven't had that much of a struggle. I know that I'm so great at answering questions. I really haven't had that much more of a struggle. I seriously loved college so much, and I was actually talking to a friend about this, like how I love college, but like I wouldn't want to do a 5th year. Like I'm so happy I graduated in 4 years and I loved it, and I wouldn't trade one single memory like for the world. But I'm also excited for this next chapter. I don't feel like it's that different, even though it is. Because it's a gradual transition, it doesn't feel like night and day. So it's like kind of like sad when I see like Snapchats of people that are still in school and I'm like, oh man, like I wish I could be doing that. But really, post-grad life is fun too. You don't have homework, you don't have to study. That's awesome, you guys. Like that's like, I hated studying, so like that's like such a huge relief for me. I guess the hardest part is just like realizing that like you don't have as much free time anymore. At least I literally feel like I have no free time and like my weeks are flying by so fast. But you meet a lot more people and it's just like a lot more fun. Like you like appreciate doing things more. So like now when it's the weekend, I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? I want to be doing something fun. Versus like in college, it's like always at your fingertips, so you might not appreciate it as much, I guess. So that's kind of like the beauty in post-grad life. Those are all the questions I'm going to answer today because this video is getting very, 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 very long. And again, like I said, this is before work, so I have to get ready for work. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and give it a thumbs up if you guys liked it. And if you guys have any other questions, you guys can shoot me a DM. I like responding to my DMs a lot, so shoot me one of those. And also comment below any other advice that you guys have for any of these questions or just in general on like relationships, confidence, YouTube tips, whatever. So I hope that you guys enjoyed and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.